and then all right, all right. So the outcomes are, so the neutral outcome is this, the first outcome is that, and the second outcome. Oh, there's multiple outcomes. Look at all these outcomes. Look at all these outcomes. Three altogether. There are three options and three outcomes, so that would make sense. All right. So yeah. So the annoying thing about Google Forms is if I just save this, there's probably like these awful. There's like these weird secret characters in here that like make the game not work. I don't. Whatever. The easy fix, the easy enough fix is, or the easy enough way to avoid those is just to not copy and paste. So event type 2, multi, you sneak into town to rescue a member of your group from, oh no, abetting! You decide to knock out the, oh, um, uh, um, hmm, uh, yeah, yeah, so, yeah, I'm just looking at the, so yeah, right, the thing about this event that struck me is like yeah the thing that gave me pause. I think you did set up the events right. I think it did the fields did I think correspond correctly. Like this one uh or wait, where was the hold on, wait, I might have transposed some of them incorrectly. Did I miss one? Wait. Oh no, no. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the essentially the failure outcome. This is the and then these ones each correspond to the action tags. Yeah. The thing that struck me though about this is the event type, because like rescue, knock out the guard, and escape, they're not really alternatives. So the thing about that is that if people choose to rescue, knock out the guard, and escape, the outcome is actually that you get captured and put to death. Because if you do all three, then that's actually the failure case. Yeah, I think. Would you mind resubmitting it as event type? As event type, I guess like it would probably be 4. It'd probably be event type 4. I think that would be. I think that's the difference. Um, so yeah, the reason I can't just like do that quickly is because it kind of changes how the it kind of change. It'll probably change the outcomes a little bit. Um, yeah, maybe. It's yeah. I the one thing that would be nice that to be able to do with the oh oh yeah, you probably can't reaccess the oh yeah, you probably, so yeah, since you probably can't access the I don't think like once you submit a thing you can actually go back and edit it. Oh, that was technically an option in Google Forms. Oh, so hmm. Maybe I should re-enable that. I don't know. For now, I'll just I'm going to put your oh. I'm trying to think of like what's the convenient way to send the text back to you for edits. But here, let me I can just send it back to you via, oops, wrong button. I can send it back to you in like a message or something. Something quick. There's got to be some quick way to get this back to you. I'll try not. I won't take too much time on this, but oops, wrong button. Hold on, I'm trying to do this on my other computer. I'm just going to do it on my main computer and switch to Facecam for a second. Sorry, just 1 second. Okay. So, this will go faster. Yeah, event writing is nuanced. It's not hard per se, but it's like, the reason I spend a lot of time on it is because there's subtleties. So, here. Doop-a-doop. I'm just, oops, wrong button. Oh wait, no, that was, oh yeah, no, I just missed a piece. Alright. Sorry. I'm just, so relatively new to Google Forms, so it might be that there's actually like a convenient way to like actually like make these, I don't know, just manage this data so that like, you know, people can basically revise it. If so, though, I'm not sure what it would be. Yeah, so just for convenience, I messaged the text back to you so that, you know, you don't have to start from scratch. So, all right, yeah, that was all. And so I'll switch back to screen cam now, and all right, so doop-a-doop, doop-a-doop-a-doop. Yeah, so the thing about event type 2 is that it or the thing about votes is that if you there is a failure case. So maybe, I don't know, event type 3 could even work, I guess, right? I don't know. Anyways, I'll get back to writing mine. Oh yeah, all right. So, pirate gold and precious gems. You pick up but leave all the metal, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. I just want it to sound like not particularly as impressive. But whatever. I mean, this event is not like a difficult event. This is like so I'll just call this event booty. Because I'm an adult and I can name events that if I so choose. Okay, so the other thing, yeah, I was thinking I could do like a wrap up event. Excuse me, you could do like a wrap up event for the a wrap up event for the other outcome. Oh yeah, so this one was booty. Save that. Oops. Wait, where was there an extra line there? I think I must have introduced that back, so. Because I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be there. Yeah, so for the other outcome, or for the other, yeah. If your ship tears off, like a demon shark, so then there could just be like another event that is less bountiful. I could do event type 0. Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll do an event type 0. Because, like, event type 0 can feel a little bit... I was going to say it could feel a little bit punishing, but maybe I shouldn't be that mean. Just because, like, just because you did not succeed at steering a pirate ship doesn't mean that you should get punished. But I mean, I should also try some of these things. Like, what if I did make an event that was like, that had like, where the quest line was like somewhat itself punitive. Like, it might be, like, you don't have to keep it that way, but it might not be a bad idea to try it just to see how that feels. Like, see if that's something that would I don't know. It could be fun. I don't know. Only one way to find out. Oh yeah, so I'll write the event first. File new. I was thinking of getting lost at sea, possibly. Like, because then the event type 0 would be like, you think you're headed south or something. Like, basically, like, trying to figure out, like, where you're actually going. And maybe you guessed correctly, maybe you didn't. Uh, so, uh, so, what? What then? I mean, we could, yeah, I might as well. Like I said, it's worth trying. So this will be event type 0. This is not a starter. Oh, did no, I made, okay, yeah, right, okay. Sorry. So booty's not a starter, or booty, yeah, no, neither of these are starters. Multi? No, this one doesn't make sense for multi. You, uh, uh, so, you, the, ship's, compass, uh, how do I write this? I think it'd be really funny if the action tags were both like north, or like one would be north and one would be like other north. Because I want like the compasses to point in like different directions, so that there's like literally two different like north readings. And like so the event is basically based on the outcome of which which uh, Jocko, this event. Sorry, I was distracted. This event has been running for like a really long time. Are you ever going to conclude it? So, and also another thing, just while I'm on the topic, I noticed that we've talked about this several times, but you keep putting the event types in the event text, and we've talked about this several times, and yet you do still keep doing it, which makes me wonder why. Because we've talked about this several times. I'm pretty sure this is the third time we've talked about this. So, okay. Well, could you end the event first and then write the end, please, if you'd be so kind. Um, uh, I All right. So the ship's compass points oh, okay, yeah. So so according to the ship's compass, uh ship's compass north is in that direction. Uh, the ship's other compass uh, uh, points north in another direction. However, which will you sail by? Doop-a-doop. Okay. Sorry. Just getting distracted. Okay. According to the ship's compass, north is in that direction. The ship's other compass points north in another direction, however. Which will you sail by? Yeah, that's fine. And then, So the first no, so I mean I could put actually I guess this would be a fine time to put in a fake option. Um uh um uh uh so will okay so the question will be, will you sail by one of these uh, courses, I guess, or or live on the sea forever. Yeah, which is a fake option. Uh, so the outcomes here in event type 0, there is no neutral outcome. Uh, uh, oh yeah, so what? How do I write these? The writing on a event type 0 is a little strange because it's like it's the one time that like the outcome has literally nothing to do with what choices uh which which choices were made. Um uh so in this case the I think in both I think in both cases uh they were both wrong. It turns out both uh, compasses were wrong. One of them led to uh, so yeah, so it turns out both compasses were wrong, but one of them led to a beautiful lagoon. So it so both compasses. I don't really have to rewrite this, but led yeah, no, whatever. I'm just gonna use the same phrasing. So it turns out both compasses were wrong, but one of them led to, or but oh yeah, actually I was just reminded of something else that I wanted to do. So uh, so I'll finish this up real quick and then probably shift gears slightly just for a moment, because yeah, there's like a feature that I've been meaning to add for a while, and now seems like as good a time as any. So it turns out both compasses are wrong, but one one of them leads you to a beautiful lagoon. What's the advantage of the other one? Just that uh, one of them kept you out of a storm or something. Uh, uh, or one of them uh, it's like less lost. I was gonna say like one of them you managed to like avoid a storm or something like that, but I don't know. The thing that I meant to do with this event that I don't know if I've really done is to uh, Sorry. I haven't really gone to land. Like not specifically. I mean, a lagoon is kind of like land. So, right? Lagoons are on shore, right? There's no such thing as a lagoon in the middle of the ocean. What is a lagoon? I should probably look up, just in case I'm off on this. Oh, yeah, right. So that's fine, because there has to be land involved, because there's a sandbank. Or no, I guess it technically could be a coral reef, but separated. The fact that it's separate. Yeah, no, I feel like that's legit. Let's look at pictures, because lagoons are like next to land, right? Yeah, they're next to land. Yeah, yeah. All right. That's not a lagoon. That's an atoll, right? I know what I'm talking about. Maybe, or I have literally no idea, but I feel like I might know what I'm talking about. Yeah, totally an atoll. Uh, yeah, I know what this stuff is about. Uh, so yeah, so I want this to lead to land. Um, uh, so yeah, so one of them at least brought uh, uh, yeah, I'll just be very upfront. So one of them uh, brought you through smoother seas back to land. Just you're back on land. You're just you're super back on land at this point. All right. So this will just be like compasses, and yeah, and then so in this case, you go to compasses. Sure. I think that's fine. Okay, yeah. So the other thing that I was thinking of, the other thing that has been like on my mind, and uh, I never actually like wrapped it, or like I never got to the point where I like actually finished it. It's something that I've been like working on for like a while now. Where is it? Sheet three. Yeah. So they're together. I was putting together little messages that happen when you level up. Oh, the other thing I was going to do is the art pieces. I was going to put together the gifs. I probably won't do the gifs yet, but those are easy enough to add in later. Oh, I do have my website set up though, so I can add in the gifs if and when I need to, or want to, or decide to. Uh, so, right. So these are the things that they're like right now. So I was reminded of this because I leveled up, and since my account is linked on Twitter, I got Trusty Bard tweeted at me that to let me know that I leveled up. Uh, and so what he just said though is just like congratulations, you gained level 16, and then like lovely travels. But like with the new system, what he would say is this message, because this is the message that comes at level 16. He said, because at level 16 you get a wrist guard or you get bracers. So the new message would be congrats on level 16. Your wrists are protected by these sturdy bracers. Thank goodness. I, huh. Actually, the last time I was editing these, I was taking out like direct references to the items. Like, I mean, like not even just that I wouldn't reference the items, but like the way this is written, your wrists are protected by these sturdy bracers. Originally, there were going to be images associated with like most of these. I don't think it makes as much sense anymore to say these sturdy bracers. I also can't use the word nice because I use the word nice way too much when I try and write these things. Oh, and of course, and now I'm only using it twice, but I'm using it twice in a row. Wait. Uh, all right. I'm gonna get rid of this usage of nice. I'll say good. You use a good pair of gloves. And then I'll. So where's level 16? I should probably read through these real quick just to see if I've made any other small lapses. Uh, your wrists are protected by some nice sturdy bracers. Oh, nice comma sturdy bracers. uh, so yeah, right. So they go. So far goes like you learned the first, or yeah, you learned the first rule of adventuring: carry a stick. And then the level two is with all the stick carrying, you could use a good pair of gloves. You trade in your old dusty cap for a nice new one. The, the reason I paused, sorry, the reason I paused on about level two is that it sounds like you need a pair of gloves, but the message is actually supposed to be telling you that you just got a pair of gloves. So, uh, yeah. Uh, so with all this, let's stick carrying your new pair of gloves. I think new is another word that I use way too much. Your new pair of gloves. I mean, like, I don't know. These messages all indicate that you're gaining something new. So, uh, with all this stick carrying, your new pair of gloves are quite, wait for it, handy. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I say new a lot. Whatever. New at least makes a little more sense. Uh, no, no, Jocko, I'm not going to say that. No one has ever said like a phrase like that, like say something like that, and not had it been like something dirty or inappropriate. Never in the history of life has anyone said like say this seemingly random string of words fast, and had it turn out to be something appropriate. um so, all right, you trade in your old dusty cap for a nice new one. All your adventure gear fits in a handy backpack. Oh yeah, how long did I go with text on these things? Because I think 80 is the upper limit. I think I don't want to go higher than 80. Is generally my goal with these. Except for the ones in bold, I don't want to go above 50 because I have to fit a URL in that text as well. Um, Excuse me. Uh, oh, huh. I wonder how tweeting through a script works with URLs. Can I just like put the whole? Because like no matter like if you're going through like the Twitter interface, oops, not I didn't mean to open that. What is? I was trying to open Firefox. If you go through the Twitter interface, regardless of what link you put in, like if I go to like what would it be like if I put in like so like I have 140 characters, right? If I put in like like hat.com, suddenly I'm at 118 characters, despite the fact that I only used 7 characters right here. It took a whole what is that 22 characters, because like every URL is 22 characters. So like if I wanted to tweet, if I wanted to use the script to tweet out hat.com, I wouldn't really worry about that because like at no point does that ever exceed 140 characters. But if I wanted to like send out a message that was like long, it was like a long message, and then it had like at the end of it, it had like this like big crazy URL, right? It has like this whole big silly thing, right? Like technically that fits, right? It even says I have 28 characters left. So like I mean like technically like this all fits in a tweet, right? But this is way more than 140 characters. So like I don't know what that means with like the like I could try just like having the script just send this out and see what happens. I mean it might be that my URLs actually aren't even greater than 22 characters. What are my URLs going to be? They're probably going to be like actually no, they're going to be really short, so I just don't really have to worry about this. It's because it's going to be binary TV slash like sq slash 0.gif or something like that, and that's not 22 characters, so I guess I don't really have to worry about it. But I don't know. Oh wait, Tusky, how's it going? Welcome. Uh, so um. hmm. The yeah, so I guess that's not really an issue. So I'll continue on with writing these things. All right. So after miles of trekking, your new treads feel great. North is that way, according to your new compass. Yeah, compasses. Um, so, so with ample experience and wisdom, you found a bigger stick. No one ever made history with a boring pair of pants. You find a quite sporty chapeau, or however that's pronounced. Your old gloves nearly wore through. This new pair is much sturdier. Yeah, I guess sometimes I do reference like items directly. But I don't necessarily want to. So I'm gonna change that. So your new pair is much sturdier. Uh, right, and that's more consistent. Uh, I mean, I say your a lot now, but whatever. Your new. I mean, all these messages basically say your new something or other. Like these messages are to tell you about your new whatever. So, uh, float, int, and long. Int is simple. Int is just whole numbers. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., etc. Those are all ints. And like -1, -2. Those are all ints. There's no decimal places. There's no fractional values. Floats can represent fractional values. They're like floats are like 2.2 or like 2.0, right? Because like you can like a value that could be an integer, you can represent it as a float kind of, except like with float there's like this slight imprecision, so like no float value is ever quite what it should be, kind of. But yeah, no, float values tend to represent like fractional values, like like 2.7389, whatever. I don't know why I keep starting them with two, but like 537.9837, blah blah blah. Longs. Oh, long. Actually, yeah, yeah. Sorry, I should have explained this in the other order, because longs are like integers, except yeah, longs are just integers. So right, there's a limit to how big an integer can be. An integer can only be like because like the amount of space it takes up in memory can only hold so many different values. So like once you hit a certain threshold, you exceed like what numbers can be represented using an integer value, and at that point you use longs, because longs are just have more space. So they're just like integers, except they can be bigger. Uh, I think you might want to double check me just in case I got part of that wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the gist. Okay. So your new shirt is very stylish. A friendly mouse starts following you around. Yay. A beautiful feather looks sharp in your cap. I didn't make a macaroni joke there. It's my biggest regret. I stuck a feather in their adventurers' caps, and I did not make a macaroni joke. That's fine. Your new light pants make a fun swishing noise as you walk. Your wrists are protected by some nice sturdy bracers, thank goodness. You got a hunting bow, no more eating leaves. As a seasoned traveler, you invest in some thick armor. It's surprisingly cozy. You make, you make a cool trade. Not, you make a cool trade. You make a cool trade for a fine quiver. You can hold 24 arrows. Hey, Edgarus, welcome. How's it going? Your shins are safe and secure. You can rest a bit easier. You look fierce in that paint. That's the level where you get eye paint. You've made a small bird friend. Your new hood keeps the sun out of your eyes, so you can better survey the land. A kilt. It's super breezy. I don't use breezy. I don't overuse breezy. I realized at a certain point I was actually overusing the word breezy, but alright. No, I called. Yeah, okay. Using it twice is overusing the word breezy. A kind old traveler gifts you an armband. It's inscribed with symbols. Cool. You're a hero now, and heroes wear capes. I have fun. You made a pair of sandals by hand, and you got that rock out of your boot. Passing through a far region, not an far region. Passing through a far region, you pick up a fine shawl from a local vendor. A king or a lord once wielded the scepter, probably, you think to yourself. Uh, I guess that's another case where I'm using, like, this scepter. But I guess that's fine. That'll be the exception, I guess. Okay. The pendant. Uh, yeah. Oh yeah, the pendant is kind of dramatic. The pendant is like, it's when the mystic really like solidifies as like, not just like a, I don't know. It really brings the outfit together. Is what I'm trying to say. Or it's just very striking. Um, you So, oh yeah, right. It's also one with a link, so I should keep it brief. So like you earn uh, uh, you earn you complete uh, your mystic rights, and how many characters is that? 36. Uh, you complete your mystic rights, and so for completing your rights, you receive a mystic emblem. Sure. 56 characters. And I misspelled receive, I think? Or is that the correct way to spell it? I don't know. Uh, oh, and I misspelled completing. Wow. I guess there's no spell check in Google Sheets. So, um, sorry. I was just catching on chat. So for, hey, I can't read that very well. 1 second. For big, excuse me, Big Negro, welcome. Thank you very much for, thank you very much for following. Welcome to the channel. um, the brevity. I'm not great at this. I need to cut some characters out, and I will accomplish that by, so for completing your rights, completing your rights, you receive a mystic emblem. Still one too many characters, really? Man. Earn. There we go. Slightly fewer characters. Completing your rights, you earn a mystic emblem. Good, fine. Oh, wait. I think for these I don't tend to... Oh, no, I was going to say I sometimes don't use punctuation, but... Should I skip punctuation? Because, like, this will be directly followed by a URL, so... I might just want to skip the punctuation for these ones. Maybe. It would save characters. Okay, well... I don't know if there's a, does the, I guess, like, I mean, the general rule is probably, to keep the punctuation. But, like, for me, I don't know, it feels, like, weird to put, like, I never know, like, how to treat URLs with regards to punctuation. Is there, like, a right way to do that? Like, I don't know. Like, there's people that write the style guides for, like, proper, like, usage and, like, various contexts. Have they addressed URLs yet, or have they not got to that aspect of how language works? I don't understand what you're trying to tell me, Bengalinksy. Um, but you're welcome for answering your question. All right. Oh. Uh, all right. So turtle, you get a turtle. um, so the the turtle is kind of special. There's a special place in my heart for the turtle. Um, your uh, uh, yeah. So your new turtle blah blah blah. I can spell. Your new turtle friend isn't very fast, but he's not very heavy. Oh no, I'm way overboard. Either. That's way too many characters. Uh, uh, your new turtle friend isn't fast, but he's not heavy either. No, how many characters is that? 61 characters. Ah! Uh, well, whatever. Alright, so your new turtle friend couldn't quite keep up. And then the image will just be enough. The turtle sits on your head, which I was, yeah, whatever. Okay. Uh, Black pants. Oh yeah, this is so this is part of the brigand gear. Uh, so um, with oh, did I misspell turtle? No, I spelled it right. Okay. With they're basically they're hypothetically if this I'm not saying they are, but hypothetically if these black pants were leggings, there wouldn't be like a major difference to them. No, but I'm uh no, what I was thinking though is for these is that like they're I don't know. I kind of want to foreshadow like what they're for or like what they're about, I guess. So like so with yeah, so with some sleek new uh I I don't want to just call them. I could just call them pants. They're just always pants. It's just always pants. I think I call them slacks once. Oh, and that's, one time it was a kilt. Uh, they'll be trousers for no particular reason. Sleek new trousers. Uh, you could sneak about stealthily. Stealthily. How about? Then those aren't real upgrades. Helm. Oh, this would be a fine opportunity to indicate that the helm is made out of chainmail. Because, like, I don't think it's necessarily 100% clear that they are in all cases. So, um, the visuals, it was, like, when I was working on the art for that, that was one of the hardest parts to sell, I guess, or the hardest parts to convey visually. Your ears are now protected by a thick but lightweight chain guard, I guess. Chain boots. What are? Oh yeah, chain boots. Oh yeah. I guess I shouldn't. I don't know. I guess the brigand isn't super stealthy because like the brigand wears these giant boots that have like literally like a metal plate on the heel. So I guess I don't know, maybe that's not really the right direction to go with that character. You do look very stealthy though when you get the black pants because you're still decked out primarily in like mystic gear. Uh, all right, chain boots. Um, you get a. I was gonna say nice, but I can't use the word nice. A good. I'm gonna be overusing the word good since it's my like surrogate for the word nice. A good, heavy pair of stompers are. I probably say boots a lot already. Like I probably because like they're all boots. It's always pants and it's always boots, basically. Um, but you get a or or yeah. So your new stompers are so heavy you could probably kick rocks. I don't know. Whatever. um, Thank you, Drive UA. Thank you, I guess. Okay. I did have braces when I was younger, so I guess it worked. um, Chain chest. What is the chain chest? The chain chest is interesting. It's like chainmail, but then it has like a leather piece on the top. Um, uh, so, uh, yeah. So your uh, your midsection is now as safe as your ears behind a veil of chain mail. Chainmail. Sure. Black sleeves. It's not just black sleeves, is it? Is it literally just black sleeves? No, what is this upgrade about? You were the mystic, but you're becoming the brigand, so... Oh. Huh. It might just be black sleeves. Not every upgrade is like super glamorous. I think this is one of just the less glamorous ones. So black sleeves. Oh, why am I typing this in Google? Why am I typing this here? I'll have to just retype all of these things somewhere else. I should probably just start putting these things somewhere else instead. Or maybe I'll like write more of these. Oof. I don't really feel like retyping this whole thing like right now. So maybe I will wait a little longer on this. Yeah. All right, that's when I work the next time I work on this. Oh, I'll just make a note to myself. Because the next time I work on this, I should just already be transposing this somewhere else. Like I should not be writing it here. So so just like stop writing this in Google Docs, I guess. Hopefully I'll remember that next time. There's just a fundamental fundamental incompatibility between the way Google Docs keeps track of strings and how the program I'm using interprets that same text. It's sad. So sad. Alright, so I could work on art now. I could go back, I could actually start working on art stuff now, or I could continue on writing events. Hey. Uh, so, Yeah, I finished. I basically wrapped as much of this as I needed to, which is why I moved on to the other stuff. So that's fine for now. Maybe I will work on some art because, yeah, why not, right? I mean, oh, sorry. If you guys have like a strong preference about what you'd like to see me work on, I could probably accommodate. There are a lot of things I could be doing right now. So if people want to see art, I kind of hope so because I was thinking that's what I might do. But if people would rather see more like design type stuff like writing, I could be working on that. I could do. There are some code stuff. There's some code stuff that I could do as well. Although actually, if I was going to do code stuff, I'd probably finish up that list first, because that's like one thing that I want to implement. So let me know how you guys feel. Okay. So what arts then? I guess. Right. Oh right. Oh yeah. You're right. So right when I came here earlier, the reason I did not in fact make the standard bearer is because I was thinking like I might need another idea. So far we have like adventurer, archer, mystic, brigand, and this character. I don't know what to call it. Create a meme. All right. I'll get on that whole meme business. I'll see what I can come up with. Maybe. Um, do you mean like an image macro? Because I can make an image macro. Those are easy. I don't. I don't have any image macros that I need to make for this project, but yeah. Um, uh, hmm. So the owl we just did. The owl's sticking around. We got this owl who like flies and stuff. Cool owl character. Uh, so standard bearer. I mean, it might be that I should just like start doodling stuff because I'm not gonna. I don't know. I can't just wait for like divine inspiration because uh, I need to. I need to. I don't know. Like sometimes just like putting pen to paper helps like with the creative process or whatever. So yeah, like I was thinking for standard bearer, I guess I didn't actually have like a huge amount of it really planned out. It was basically going to be like the only stuff I really knew about was that there was going to be like a stick. And oops. All right. Well, try not to draw over the layers that it's supposed to go under. Although this is drawn on the top layer, so whatever. There's supposed to be a stick, and there's supposed to be a thing, and then there's supposed to be some sort of like banner, or whatever. Actually, I don't even know how it was supposed to be. If it was supposed to be a banner like that, or if it was supposed to be like a banner like this, or I don't know if that actually even is one. Oops. Well, of course, it wasn't supposed to actually draw over the character's head. Yeah. How was this gonna be looking exactly? I guess like yeah. No, it would probably be like one of those banners that like it's that like has like two halves to it, and it would probably be like flapping about like that. I guess I don't know. And I don't know. Maybe you could see. Oops. Maybe you could see like both halves of it, and it would be like flapping around in the wind and stuff too. I guess that is like. Yeah, I should probably just save the standard bearer for later and come up with something else in between because like there are just too many repeated elements. Like the standard bearer, like the brigand had like the flappy mask pieces, like the tails of the brigand's mask, like you know, they extended out behind and like they would actually like you know flap in the wind as like the character moves and excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah. All right. So yeah, let's think instead about what we could have. What what haven't I done yet? Plenty, right? Uh, but like what? what areas have I touched on the least? Like what's the I kind of want to like before I start like for example I've done an archer already, but before I do anything like another archer, I want to have like covered a lot more ground. So um I guess I should also be thinking of something that's like not much like a standard bearer, so that way I can make a standard bearer after this one, after this character. Um, so like, what would be that departure? Like the things that the standard bearer had in common with this character and the previous character that I wanted to veer away from was heavier armor and formality. So I mean, this character, the brigand had heavy-ish armor, not like heavy armor, but like heavier armor than usual. And this character has like the exact opposite. Uh, so I guess I'd probably want to do something with like medium armor would be like the most different. Uh, so like medium armor, and what else? I've already done like yeah, I guess like I've done the most medium armor, so maybe that's what's like difficult. Yeah, I've done a lot of medium armor. I and like the brigand was the heaviest armor, and then this is the lightest armor. So I all right. So there's plenty of medium armor stuff that I haven't done yet. All I've done so far is the archer and the adventurer and like the bard, which doesn't really exist. Uh, just the adventure. Uh, is that all of them? Oh, and the mystic, I guess. The mystic actually had very light armor. So yeah, so I've made like two characters with medium armor. I can make another character with medium armor. Um, although actually, yeah, I guess I went mystic brigand and then this character. So I did go light armor, like heavy-ish armor, light armor again, real fast. So it's actually been a long time since I made a medium armored character. Um, how about like a smith, uh, like a battlesmith, or like, um, like I'm just like picturing someone. I don't know. Hold on. What am I picturing? So I'm picturing like an. I should start drawing this. I'm picturing like exposed forearms, which I haven't done. I took a. I took a brief hiatus from doing exposed upper arms, so it's not too soon to go back to them. I'm picturing like big gloves, like the type of gloves that you could blacksmith in. Uh, it's not gonna be exactly like this, but bear with me for a second. Like big gloves. Oh yeah, so not the shoulder pads, of course. Uh, so I don't know, like maybe like a red. Have we done red recently? We did red. The adventure had like red pants, but I don't think we've done red in other contexts recently. So that'd be a different color to introduce. I don't know why I'm coloring so much of this because actually I'm not really thinking about that as much. Oh yeah. So oops, kind of got rid of the chin there, but doop doop. Yeah. So when I was saying Smith, I was like I don't know. This might be too much. I was like literally like picturing the character wearing like an apron. That might be the part where I'm like getting too literal about it. Well, it's a little weird just to have the big gloves in general. I guess I don't know. Oh yeah, if I was wearing an apron, I'd have to do it like the jacket, where I'd have to like do multiple frames of animation for it, because like, you know, if you're wearing an apron and you step out with one leg, it goes to one side, and if you step out with the other leg, it goes to the other side. Uh, so yeah, so what does the headgear look like? I could just literally make it like a smith. I could literally like, or like a, I'm like picturing, I don't know, this is probably silly, but I'm picturing like one of those like welding masks. I'm probably not gonna do this. Exactly. It does amuse me though, which I think is why I just want to see like what it would be like if I did it. Um, so like yeah, one of those like welding masks. Uh, I don't know, maybe. Hold on, I'm gonna hide the bonus for a second. Uh, this does not look like one of those welding masks, but whatever. Uh, and then yeah, how do I resolve the rest of the head though? Because like I don't really do like. I guess the hair could be like up or something. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. So yeah, what would the if I was gonna do something like anything along these lines? What would the legs look like? It wouldn't be this jacket anymore. It would be what? Uh, um, all right. Actually the head. Before we move on, maybe I will like do like a head wrap or something, or I don't know. That's oops no. Uh, yeah, I don't know. That's supposed to be like hair tied up in like a thing or whatever. Uh, this is so random. Why would you? Why? So even if there was like a blacksmith like out on an adventure like this, why would they be wearing their blacksmithing gear? Or like why would they be wearing like this? Why would they, why would they have this stuff on? I feel like they would probably like leave this stuff back at their shop. You can even give them like big metal tongs or whatever those things are that they use to like pluck things out of the fire. What am I? What am I actually? What should I actually be doing with this character? Um, the the so I do like the laboriousness of like that character. Like I do like the fact that like this doesn't like the character that we have here like does not look like a laborer, right? So I like that juxtaposition because it doesn't look like what this character would. It doesn't look like what this character. Whoops! It doesn't look like. Excuse me. It doesn't look like what this character would be, and it doesn't look like what a standard bearer would be. Because a standard bearer, I don't know, is like more like regimented, right? Like more like militaristic in its profession. Um, so apart from the fact that this doesn't look like what I was trying to make it look like, and the fact that it's a weird idea, and I haven't resolved the legs yet. Other than all of those things, there are some things that I like. So, what what direction could I go that like meets those meets like that keeps the things that I like, but without the fact that like something that makes sense, something that like does those things, but then also makes sense. Wouldn't that be nice? Um, I literally the first thing I thought was like lumberjack, but that might not be so bad. You get like a big axe, and I don't know. That could be that could work. Although the thing about that is that you'd still wear a silly hat, but I guess that's fine. Silly hats are fine. Uh, don't I use headphones? I have earbuds, if that counts. I don't use them for anything related to stuff that I'm doing other places. I'm actually just listening to music right now. Um, so lumberjack, huh? All right. So what would a lumberjack be? I won't. Just in case I do decide to come back to my crazy like blacksmith type, whatever. Uh, I will keep that and draw this on a new layer. So yeah, so funny hat, lumberjack, funny hat. How do those hats look? Oh yeah, so they come down in the back, right? Which is why, it struck me as odd because like whatever. There's gonna be a slight similarity in the headpiece, but uh, yeah, I like PyCharm overall. It took a little getting used to because it was very dissimilar to what I'd been using before it, but overall I've gotten used to it and I do like it. I mean, there's still a few things that it does that are silly, and I still laugh or get annoyed by them every time. But wait, what do lumberjack hats look like? They come down like they yeah they're like lined, and then I'm making this hat like owl colored for whatever reason. They have like flaps that come down over the ears or can be like pulled up, and when pulled up they tie on the top or whatever. I don't know. This is like a silly representation of it, but I don't know. I think that's roughly what like a lumberjack's cap looks like. And so then this lumberjack shirt would also be red. Maybe that was what reminded me of lumberjack. It'd be like lumberjack shirt though. Like the traditional lumberjack has like a has like a pattern to it. I was gonna go traditional. Also, it's like buttoned, I think, typically. Oh yeah, and so the patterning for the lumberjack would be like, oops, it'd be like I think it's like darker stripes. I think it's like the typical. I mean, I don't have to make this like a super typical lumberjack, but I think like if I was going to, it would be like roughly like so. So the fun part about the lumberjack would be the giant axe, like obviously. So let's we can't overlook that part. So but also the owl's like right there. So I was gonna put it like over the shoulder, and I guess I still can. Yeah, it'll just go underneath the owl, right? It'll just go. So there's this big axe, and let's make it like a little ridiculous, just a little. Although oops, the standard bearer is also going to be, yeah, maybe I don't want to do this, because yeah, it was just occurring to me like the standard bearer is going to have a big, oops, I'm drawing over the owl. The standard bearer is going to have like a big flag or whatever. And I guess it seems a little silly to go from having a giant axe to having a giant flag stick. A little. Kinda. But that's like the whole appeal of the lumberjack, right? Is the giant axe. At least that was like when the idea occurred to me, is like that could be a cool thing to have. If you don't have the axe, then like what do you really have? Like what type of lumberjack is that? Or like why? Why is the general question. So I don't know. Oops. I did not mean to color pick. Doop doop. So the good news is I could totally make this character a lumberjack if I felt like making this character a lumberjack. I think we did successfully hit on lumberjack. Actually, I think the pants should be gray. Not colored. Not blue. Doop-a-doop. Actually much darker gray. Doop-a-doop. Maybe not that dark. Yeah. So why am I still drawing this? I think just for amusement purposes mostly. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird to have the giant axe and then have the standard. So I could push the standard bearer further down the line. And then what is the shape of the axe that I'm trying to make? It didn't look right when I had it like either of the shapes before. Is this supposed to be like curved? No, this is like an executioner's axe. Maybe it just looks weird because lumberjacks' axes aren't actually this big, and I'm just making it like gratuitously oversized. That might be some of what makes it look so weird. So I could I think just because I think that maybe that was part of the reason I wanted to do the standard bearer too, because like the character that we have like doesn't actually carry anything. And so maybe part of the reason that I keep thinking of like, oh, it should be someone that carries like something interesting is that that the fact that it'd be a big change. I have weird ideas. So am I gonna make a lumberjack or a smith or like something like that? All right. So the other thing that occurred to me is that I could make like a. Oh no. Yeah, no. The other thing that occurred to me is that I could make it more like a farmer type character. Because instead of an axe, it could be like a scythe. But again, that doesn't really solve the problem because that's just another big thing that is not a flag that would get replaced by a flag. So maybe I could just do like a sickle. It could be like, it'd be like instead of like instead of like a giant like thing, it would just be like, I don't know. It'd look a little bit fearsome, but not too much like the standard. And then it would hit on like some points like that I had described earlier. Like it would hit on the laborious type of aspect. Can I make it a cool farmer though? Because like the other thing that was occurring to me about like the lumberjack and like the blacksmith or whatever is that it looked a little bit they both looked a little bit unimpressive really. Like there was nothing especially exciting to me about these things. So Oops. Sorry, I keep like elbowing the wall behind me. All right. Yeah. Okay. So if there's any hope for the farmer character, again, I think for some reason I keep coming. Maybe it's because I'm looking at this art right here. I keep coming up with like, I keep thinking of like looks that are like too similar. Because like the when I was making the brigand originally, I was gonna make like a. Wait, was it the brigand? No, it was when I was making the mystic. Originally, I was gonna make a. Originally, the Mystic was gonna have a headdress, uh, but I was having a heck of a time getting it to like work, and so at a certain point, the Mystic, before the Mystic got a hood, the Mystic had a had like, I don't know what to call it exactly, but I'm gonna be rendering it like here. They had like a I don't know. This is kind of like a little bit like the cap that you start the game with, but like it's basically supposed to be like a like yeah, like so something like tightly wrapped around front, and then uh and then like, I don't know. Maybe the farmer character could have this. This the sickle thing is a little bit badass. Like I was trying to think of something that would look like, you know, intimidating and imposing, because that actually, yeah, no, that would make sense with the juxtaposition of this character and the standard bearer, because like this character is very like formal, I guess, like very excuse me, like it seems like this character would be like more likely involved in like say a ceremony than like an actual like conflict, uh and like the standard bearer is kind of like that too, right? Because like standard bearers are not necessarily themselves like warriors necessarily. uh so yeah, so what's the rest of the attire though? It's hard to draw over this costume, because this costume is like so, I don't know, it's so funny, or like it kind of overwhelms the character. It's very distinct. Uh, oops. Uh, so the rest of the look would be, I could do like a I could do like a yeah. What if I did maybe I should do like a slightly like, maybe it'll be like a pirate farmer. Maybe it'll be like maybe it'll be like sleeves, right? Like slightly big sleeves, a little bit, and then what if like the whole forearms were like leather wrapped? I don't think I've really done that before. I've done bracers and hand wraps, but like I haven't really done a like something where like the something with yeah, I don't know, that like the forearms themselves are actually like wrapped, like, so I don't know if that's like, I don't know. I mean, I'll want to render it more carefully if I am going to do something like that, but I don't know. Could be okay. And then so yeah. So what is the how's the rest of the shirt go? I guess like I do like vest type stuff kind of a lot, but okay. So wait. So yeah. So vest type stuff though. No vest. But yeah, this character is very much turning into a pirate, which I guess actually would have been fine. Like if I just made the character a pirate. I think there's nothing actually wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being a pirate. Uh, necessarily. Um, but I'm not really a pirate per se. I think he partly looks like a pirate, maybe because of the pants, and I don't necessarily plan on keeping that. So, what is the rest of the character? How's the character resolved from here? It's like, so what is this? Who is this character, and like, why is this character? Is this really a vest? I like drew it as a vest. Not necessarily because I should, though. There are a lot of things that are, like, vestigial from the previous character that I should probably, like, change so that I don't accidentally think they're supposed to be that way. So, if it's not a vest, is it just a... Actually, the vest was fine. I didn't really have to change the vest. It could be a vest. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Why not a vest? I haven't actually literally done, like, an open vest like that yet. So that's fine, I guess. And then, so... yeah, how does the rest of the outfit resolve? It's the question of the hour. Or at least the right now. Who is this character? Sorry, I'm trying to look at the character without those bright yellow pants. Usually, sorry. I could do, I could do like chaps. I could do like a pant, and then what if it was a darker sort of pant, and then and then what if there's like oh yeah, what were my inspirations again? This is a farmer once upon a time. Like this started out as like a farmer actually. Oh, I shouldn't do too much with the legs, like too much weird stuff with the legs, because the legs are hard to, like it's really easy to lose the animation in the legs. So it's usually easy for the animation to become strange and perceived weirdly. So just be careful about that. So what would a farmer wear? Like what's something interesting? Like from any of my inspirations, like pirate or farmer or whatever, like what's something was like an interesting manner of attire? Maybe it should be like oh yeah, I think I'm thinking like chaps, because like I picture this character as like possibly like riding a horse or something. Like a farmer or a, not like a pirate, but like a bandit or like a marauder type character might. But how do I sell that these are chaps and not just like brown pants? Like what makes chaps chaps? Wait, this is the back leg. Yeah, no, wait, no. So it was like more right before, because like chaps like don't go all the way around, or do they? I should look this up. Oh, I should just look up references in general, because like I'm trying to like just conjure all this out of my brain, but like so oh wait, medieval farmer. I feel like that's like actually a Google search I've done before. Maybe not. Yeah. I need to jog my brain a little bit. When I draw, I can't jog my brain, which is tough. Because if I tried to move around while drawing, my stylus would be like going. All right. What I don't know what I was expecting to find here necessarily, but yeah, I should look up like what chaps, I guess. Not chapstick. Chaps. Alright, yeah. Well, okay. Sorry, that Google search was not as appropriate as I was thinking it would be. I'm gonna switch over to Facecam for a second, so I can look at what chaps look like on the internet, without accidentally flashing everyone. Thanks, internet. The internet is like Halloween. It's like, oh, chaps? Clearly you meant sexy chaps, right? Which is, the internet and Halloween are one of those places where there's an assumption that's kind of made for you, whether you intended it or not. Uh, all right, it's not actually any worse than what we just saw. Oh man, that's something. I have no clue what that is, but it's something. All right, sorry. Google image search. Just getting distracted. Am I getting any good reference though? Not really, because like even the it's all costumey, right? It's all like even the ones that are appropriate, they like I don't know. It's not really like a look. Or they're oh okay, they're baggy, kind of. Sometimes, or they can be. Like they can kind of like fan out a little bit, or like they. At least I found this reference that was like the closest thing. Yeah, it just made the legs look bigger a little bit. Hold on, I'll keep that reference so that when I go back into screen cam we can look at it. Um, oh, and apparently they don't have to be like the full leg. Actually, no, I don't know what this is supposed to be. There's like something, I don't know. I saw some reference where like there's like this thing like I don't know, very similar, but like they only went down like just past the knee. So I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily like those or want to necessarily go in that direction, but hey, Jay Slash, how's it going? Sorry, don't mind me. Uh, so, huh. Uh, all right, I should switch back to, or I should either come up with a better search to like, maybe I'll look at like cowboy chaps. Is that gonna be any better? Is it, no, it's just more of the same. I don't want to see pictures of like a model like wearing chaps and nothing else. But that's like all the internet's giving me. No, I actually want to see him like worn in context. Like, oh, so maybe I shouldn't be looking for pictures of chaps. Maybe I should be looking for pictures of like cowboys, and then the cowboys will just be wearing chaps sometimes. Maybe that's the better approach. All right, so this one seems to contain less nudity, so it seems like I can show. Oh yeah, this was the one that I saw earlier. That was like, it like I don't know. It was like it's not a great photo, but it was like the only one that was actually like showing them in context. And I just kind of like that. It like, like you can see you can get like the shape of the leg like for like the upper thigh, but then like as it goes down, like you kind of lose it a little bit. It's just like kind of like wider. So I don't know. That's just kind of struck me as neat. Something I might want to try. I am working on new character art right now. Yes, that is happening. It has to happen because otherwise Lauren will hit max level and the game will crash. Uh, uh, excellent choice, Dave's Flash. I have to say, excellent choice. So I won't. No spoilers. But I think that was. I think you've made a fine selection. Uh, all right. So what a. Oh, I haven't been doing much code stuff today, so I'm probably not gonna do this now. But something just occurred to me that I should do. Uh, I should So like, yeah, what should I do? It's like so right now like there's this thing that can occur. Sorry, this is like neither here nor there, but there's this thing that can occur if an event runs long. Like if events usually happen every like 15 minutes or so, like 12 to 15 minutes or so. Oh, thank you, Day Slash. Oh yeah, I guess it's been a while since you saw the character art. Because yeah, there's some new character art in game, and I'm working on new character art to go into the game. Um, the yeah, so typically like the way passive points are like tabulated is that they're they're added. The potential points are added at the end of an event, but they're also added based on the time since the last event. So they can get a little bit uneven. If like there's just this one special case where like if it takes a while for an event to occur, like if there's a long space between events, then like it kind of like all of a sudden like there's just a sudden deluge of points, which I it's not urgent, but I kind of want to smooth that out a little bit at least. So I'm gonna say what exactly? I guess like I don't know. So like smooth passive points. I have during overtime. I think overtime is what I call the time when an event is running long. All right, so smooth passive points during overtime. That should be fine. Or once I do that, like I have the. I actually don't know exactly how I'm going to do it. Actually, no, there might be a fairly straightforward way. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I get there. I'll think of something. I can even just move how the passive point. Oh no! I know I have the passive. Oh yeah. There are places that might make more sense to check for the way that I'm currently doing passive points, but the reason I'm doing it writing the reason I'm calculating passive points at the end of the event is because at the end of the event I'm already processing and writing data. So instead of having to do multiple writes by putting those things together, I only have to do I do fewer writes altogether. I just write the passive points and the experience points change, or one or the other. But I don't have to do two separate writes for the people who get both, which is a significant portion of the player sets hypothetically. Okay, so I'm gonna add a card for the farmer too while I'm here because why not? All right. You might notice that sometimes my descriptions of these characters varies from what the characters actually are. Like for example, I described this character as being like the oops. Oh whoa! I drew that on the layer with. I drew that on the owl layer. I should move that to a different layer. Also, looking away from it and then looking back at it, I don't know if I'm really blown away by it. Oops! Oh, wrong layer. There we go. New layer. Paste. There we go. Alright. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to want to change some stuff about this. Oh, you know what I think I don't like is the chaps with the leather vest. Because now suddenly it's a leather vest. I didn't intend it to be a leather vest, but the chaps I think made it a leather vest. So yeah, I should probably do something about that. And then but oh yeah, so let's look at oh yeah, actually hold on, before I look at the references though, I don't know if it would work, but I kind of want to try to render the legs as widened. Oh yeah, I don't know how that'll work with the bent legs though. The ones in the back that yeah, also it doesn't make sense to have that divide there, so I can cover that up. So yeah, if I was gonna try to make them look I guess they would come down, huh? They'd come down like that. They're just the whole legs would be a little more tube yeah, I don't know. Not really flipping out about either of those things. So what then? Cowboy. Keep your freaking shirts on, people. Sorry. Um, Cripes. Google search is just not safe. Medieval farmers. apparently, apparently, society doesn't hypersexualize medieval farmers, so at least I can search for medieval farmers without covering up or uncovering salacious material. Uh, medieval farmers might be the only thing that you can punch into Google search results and not accidentally find porn. Um, maybe. Um, is there anything here? Not really. Oh, what's this guy about? This guy's kind of cool. He doesn't look like a farmer per se, but I don't know. I was just like, hey, that's whatever. um, hmm. Oh, hmm. No, I just remembered something that I might want to do for the blacksmith character. Uh, which is basically, I mean, not that the blacksmith character, not that I actually have any plans for the blacksmith character. No, I'm not even gonna bother with that. If I, no, I don't, no, not worth considering. I can basically delete that now. Um, all right, what's, no, this is like not right. Definitely, I mean, this is, they're like things that I like. I like everything. I like the arm and I like the head enough, but like beyond that, I guess I just didn't really have like the whole idea like together. So I do have to get rid of the vest though. I do know that, so I can get rid of that now. I don't know exactly what I'm replacing it with, but let's just color over it and see what happens. So what if the what if we did something similar for the what if we all right, what if we actually what if we kept the vest, or like not really, but like what if I didn't worry about the vest at first? What if I did something with the legs, like akin to what I did with the with the forearms? I wonder if that would do anything. If I did like a crisscross, like wrapped leather sort of thing. At least that's what it's supposed to look like. Like I said before, I'll have to render it more carefully. But like, is that something that's gonna make sense? Because if it did, then maybe I could keep the. Again, it's like my goal is not to keep the vest per se, like because I don't. It's not my favorite thing or anything, but if I can resolve the feet a little bit better, then I'll at least have more freedom for what I can do with the torso. Maybe. It's looking a little bit better already, which is good, I guess. Uh, uh, I could just I can make the sleeve less puffy. I don't know if that was really helping with much. Uh, all right, yeah, this. I think this is probably salvageable. What else do I need to do to make this something that I would consider good? I need to like temper the bright whiteness of the shirt, I think. It's just too much. It's too bright. I don't know, it could be okay. I'm making the character like leathery again, which I guess I kind of knew I was doing with all the medium armor, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean that's not necessarily a bad thing by itself. Um, hmm. So, uh, oh, huh. All right. Sorry, I was just reading chat, distracted by something. Never mind. Okay. So yeah. So I don't know. This character's all right, I guess. I'm not gonna. I think I'm not gonna like go immediately because like the last time like when I looked away from it and then looked back. Whoa. What did I? Why do I keep? Oh, because I keep drawing on the owl layer because I keep hiding and showing the layer and that deselects it. So oops. All right, hold on. Let me put let me put this stuff back together. Um, cut. All right, yeah. So I mean, this is definitely an improvement. Like difference between like that and that. It's definitely going. Yeah, I think this is going in the right direction. Uh, I'm gonna give a quick break there. A quick break from the art, just because like I need to look away from it and like reset my. Because like even if the thing that like I find when I work on art stuff is that if I look at something long enough, even if it still sucks, it won't be as obvious to me how much it sucks. Like it'll start to look like maybe it doesn't suck, but it still totally sucks. So like I have to like just look away and then when I come back to it, it'll be clearer to me. Like with fresher eyes, it'll be more obvious as to whether it does in fact suck or not. Oh, you know what I can do in the meantime is something that I've been meaning to do for a little while is I have to edit the cave. I mean, I don't have to, but I want to edit the cave. Excuse me, which, sorry. Uh, yeah, how am I going to do this exactly? So the cave foreground, or near ground. I need to edit the cave near ground, and then I also need to edit all the transitions in the near ground. So that one, and transition to forest, transition to a river, the near ground. Because basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the walls of the cave. Uh, I'll put us back to the river in a second, but I'm just gonna say go to cave because the one thing that yeah the like was pointed out to me, which I think is true. Oh hey, congratulations on level up. Sorry, I'm gonna make the graphics look weird for a second. The thing, oh well, it doesn't really show up very well like that, but yeah, the thing about the cave as is current is that you can see the sky in the background of the cave, which is weird. I basically just want to bring up the so this dark border around the top of the cave. I'm just gonna move it to cover more of the sky, and I guess I mean, excuse me. I don't think I have to move it that much. I think I just have to bring it up a bit, and that would be enough to cover that up. Because yeah, as someone pointed out, right now it kind of looks like a canyon or like a ravine or something because like it's clearly rocky, but then you can see the sky for some reason. Yeah, the sky is like that was like just a thing that I added in like kind of recently because like before the game just had no justification there. And like here it looks perfectly normal not to have any justification there, but like if I go back to the river, go to river, I don't know. I just kind of like how it looks like having the sky versus like not having the sky. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't terrible without it. I just I just tried it and I kind of liked it, so stuck with it. All right, so yeah, I don't have to bring the cave up that much. Like I definitely don't have to bring it like to the very top of the screen or whatever. Oh yeah, there is one other one that I have to edit, which is the transition into the cave. So that happens from the mountains. Transition to oops, not to snow to cave. Near ground. All right, so I'll just yeah, I guess I'll just do this piece first. Fairly straightforward. I'm gonna add in a new layer so I don't accidentally mess anything up. I'm gonna say basically just big brush, and then just like I did it before. So yeah, so how high do I want to bring it up? I guess like, I don't know, maybe like around that high is probably gonna be good. That might be too high. We'll see. I mean, I'm doing this on a separate layer, so if it is too high, I can always like scooch it manually. Alright. Doop-a-doop. Doop-a-doop-doop. You know, I'm going to do the thing where I bring my cursor too close to the edge of the screen. It's going to go flying all the way to the other side, and then I'll go back and fill it in manually. Oops, I think that's actually getting a little too high. Which is fine. It's not supposed to be like even or anything. It's supposed to be a little rocky, so, or like a little craggy. So, no, stop. That is not what I meant to do. That's when I pick up my tablet and it continues to make that stupid line, despite the fact that I've picked up my stylus from the tablet. Annoying. Alright. I'll just scroll manually to avoid that. Alright, so here we are with the elevated wall. Once I find the right height for this, I'll update the. I think like if I can, like typically when I change art stuff and like I try and like tweak art stuff like this, I'll restart the script just to see like how it looks in game. I don't know if I'm going to do that like right off the bat, because like if I can get it to a height where I'm happy with it, I think like it would be pretty unequivocally an improvement. So I don't think I have to like stress out too much about whether it does look good. I think it has to at least look better. So the real question is just like whether it looks finished good or like if it still needs work. Alright, where's the spill tool? Where's my toolbar at all? Oh, it was hiding underneath the color. Spill here. Higher tolerance. Nope, not that high. There we go. Alright, something like that could look okay. So let's see, how's that look here? I think that looks fine. I don't think it ruins anything. So yeah, sure, let's just copy this basically and add in a new layer and paste it here. And of course we don't need it to extend so far on this one. We can cut it off here, get rid of all this, and then there are a few little gaps that we can just go back and fill in. Doop-a-doop. Yeah. Oops. It's pretty straightforward. What else? I think that should be okay for now. Oh. I haven't lined up the seams yet. I should do that first, actually. Because, yeah, it's kind of important. Lining up the seams. So like this texture loops. So in order to make sure that it continues to loop, I will do what exactly? Oh yeah, no, this is easy enough. I can just I'll just right, yeah, so I'll cut this. Okay. So new doc. Paste this here. Because we know this loops with the part that we just cut it from. So if we move this part that we just cut it from, To the edge. To the edge, I said. Yeah, I don't have to... You're literally the first person who's ever pointed that out, Super Gordon. I was never aware of the fact that I said or I was never aware of that. I made it my entire life without ever noticing the fact that I say or This is shocking to me. I don't know how to respond to it. I'm just flummoxed. I'm completely blown away. I'm also the only person on the planet that does it. I'm like literally no one ever said or before I said it. I'm kind of a trendsetter. I made up the verbal tick. It's kind of my trademark. It's literally my trademark. I have a registered trademark. Anyone who uses those has to pay me. Yeah. Yeah. So I have a lot of words like that aren't like or but that I use just because I want a word, not because I plan on saying anything particularly important. So, alright, so yeah, right. So I can't tell if you're joking, Super Gordon, but I'm literally live streaming right now. You know these get recorded, don't you? You're telling me to record myself on my live stream. You came to my live stream to tell me to record myself. That's great advice. That's just really top notch. I would never have thought to do that. I would never in a million years. Did you invent recording yourself? Because that's got to be like revolutionary. It's got to be like, the people got to know about this, Gordon. You go tell the people. You go right now and you go tell the people, because this is brilliant. You're just um yeah. Yeah. We have fun here. All right, so I guess oh yeah, so no, all I have to do to fix up this one, because like this part doesn't loop anymore, but or like it still doesn't loop rather. But to fix up that part, all I have to do is I don't have to redo the whole thing. I can just come over here, copy this, and drop this in, and then justify this seam, because that way, then we will have the Super Gordon. You're a troll. I don't know if you know this about yourself, but you're a troll. Moving on. I'm gonna. It's tough. Whenever like people think that I care about the verbal whatever, my gut is like I should just go overboard with it. I should I should like add them in intentionally, but that would punish everyone, and I don't want to punish like the non-trolls among us, so I won't do that. But it's so tempting, just like sorry, I spent too much time on this already. But oh yeah, right. So when I'm working on art type stuff, I tend to, like I mentioned earlier, it doesn't use like the verbal centers of my brain to work on art. So if anyone had questions, I'm usually pretty okay at being able to talk. I am working on the game art as we speak. Program gamer. I'm not making a new one. This is actually a level that's already in the game, but I'm coming back to it because I noticed. Well, it was brought to my attention that because of new follower. Excuse me. Trying to switch over to Program Gamer. Welcome. Thank you for following. Wow, sorry, the graphics look really weird right now. But yeah, welcome to the channel. I'm gonna put OBS back to a slightly more reasonable size. We don't need to be seeing that. So, uh, yeah. All right, so we're bringing up the wall of the cave because it looked weird with a low wall, based on the the light blue trim that is like in the background. Super Gordon, like the fact that you think I'm doing it like intentionally, or like that I'm doing it in such a way that like I don't know. I don't care. All right. Yeah. This is the last one. We did the main loop. We did 2 of the transitions, and this is the last transition. So we will finish this up, and then we can export these. And like I said, I don't think I'm going to restart the script after this, but the next time I would restart the script, we'll get it. Like it'll just, that's when it'll change. Right. So how do I like those transitions? I just kind of just naturally went with like a smoothish curve, and I think that's probably fine. Yeah, that's probably fine. Fine enough. That's my song. It's my song. Let me sing you the song of my people. Alright. Okay. Oh, that should be it. I think that's entirely sufficient. Hey, new follower. I can't read that. TF Game Master. Welcome. Thank you very much for following. I appreciate your viewership. Welcome to the channel. Well, another Thick Zero. Welcome. Thank you for following. Welcome to the channel. Oh wait, no, I haven't saved those yet. We did finish them, but I haven't saved them, so I have to do that first. And that's pretty much the entire thing. I knew that wasn't going to be a big job. I knew this would be pretty straightforward. It was just one of those things that it'd been on my mind. Like I was like, yeah, that's something I should do. I probably should have just put it in the backlog or something. Maybe then I would have actually remembered to do it earlier. But whatever, it's done now. All set. I mean, I might want to come back and tweak it a little bit later on, but we'll see. I think that should be, if not great now, I mean, like if not 100% done, like that should be like most of it. Okay. So yeah, I haven't been looking at our pirate farmer. The vest. I'm pretty sure the vest is still what's like standing out to me as like not necessarily what I want. So what if I just like closed it? What if I just... Oops, the brush is way too big right now. What if I just like if I just like change the nature of that? Is that better? Better or worse? Probably not worse. I mean, the other thing I was thinking of doing is just toning down the white so it wasn't such bright white. So you don't like the color of the vest? Yeah, I mean, I guess I still don't do that much with color. Like the like one of the big differences on this outfit is it was the first time I really integrated like a lot of color to it, and then I later realized that I made him parrot colored, because there's a so before I drew the owl, I was gonna make this character have a pet parrot, and I'm pretty sure the reason I thought to give this character a pet parrot was I later realized is because this character is parrot colored. Like there are parrots that are the exact color of this character. Even like right down to the whole like white and dark scheme on like the head, like The I don't know. The funny part is that if you look back at me coming